Alrighty, I'm trying to record this video while it's not blowing so hard. I don't know if the wind's going to mess up on my mic, but whatever. So, here's installment number 2 of my garden tour. I got my giant bean plants getting humongous. And right in front of them we've got some of that basil that I pointed out. It actually did sprout. I didn't think it was going to, but it did. Yay! My sage. That's yet another one of the seedlings I didn't think was going to sprout, but did, and it's managing to survive so far. Not too great, but we'll see how it gets when it gets bigger. My 3 parsley plants are still kind of small, but they're starting to kickstart pretty quick on the growth. You can actually start seeing the little parsley leaves on them, or not parsley, cilantro, whatever. Then my original 4 squash plants are huge now. I guess there's 8 of them, but whatever. Yeah, these suckers are gorgeous right now, and they take up the biggest part of my garden. And they're so awesome that I decided to plant an additional 8. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and yeah, doing pretty well. They just spreaded in the last couple of days, and oh yeah, that's right, I decided to get rid of my kale. It just wasn't growing very well. I decided to replace it with all that extra squash, which I knew would do well. What you're looking at right there is my Swiss chard. It's starting to look like chard. Starting to spread out nice and leafy. Those leaves are going to get huge. And right over here, I've got another couple little basil plants that I planted that were along with my sage, and they sprouted, and I figured I'd throw them in the garden instead of wasting them. And the last couple days, same thing happened with 3 other plants. Right here, we have cayenne peppers. I got 3 plants growing so far. And that's a surprise. They just came out of nowhere, but threw them in the garden anyways. And same thing with this. I had another small little container over there, one of those right there, that was trying to start a bunch of herb seedlings in, and the peppers, and turned out to work. And I transplanted the last of the, well actually this is the basil, and this is rosemary. And I kind of had to transplant the whole thing, so it's kind of a Frankenstein heap of stuff, but I had a little extra room left in the garden, so I figured I'd just do it instead of wasting. Plus, if they don't grow too well, I'll just get rid of them, of course. I hope they do, though, because rosemary is awesome. And finally, I planted a new row of beans. These little ones are just starting to sprout. They took a while to germinate, but this right here, that was all underground 2 days ago. And I have 7 extra bean plants, except for this poor little guy right here got eaten. So it's sprouted, but there's no leaf part to it, so it's just gonna be a stem. So I gotta replant that little guy. That one, and oh yeah, and my little herb bucket over there. I also had something else that sprouted, but I had lost the name tag for it, so I don't even know what this is. It kind of looks like sage. Kind of looks like the starting leaves of the sage, as you see. Those little things kind of look like these little things, but it might not be sage. It could be a different type of basil. I did put 2 types in there, so yeah. Overall, pardon the wind. Right here, we've got the basil. We got that mystery plant. Over here we have our sage. Over here we have our cilantro. 4 bean plants. 4 squash. 8 more squash. Oh yeah, my tomatoes. They're kind of growing slowly, but they're starting to finally kick into the next stage of growth where they're going to start speeding up. So my heirloom tomatoes are looking okay. Especially this guy, these 2 right here are looking lovely compared to the rest. And same goes, except for those little kind of bug-eaten. And my cherry tomatoes are not doing too bad. So, success. Well, we'll see how it tastes. So, thanks for stopping by.